Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, owner and user of Mint Mobile, with a special holiday message. If you sign up now for 3 months, you get 3 months free on every one of our plans, even unlimited. Now, I realize this is more of a holiday offer than it is a holiday message. But if you read between the lines, you can see a message in there. It says we love you. Visit mintmobile.com/switch for the offer.
Limited time new customer offer. Activate within 45 days. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. Unlimited customers using more than 40 gigabytes per month will experience lower speeds. Video streams at 480p. See mintmobile.com for details.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Selling a little or a lot? Do your thing however you cha-ching with Shopify, the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 36% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. Get a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/offer23.
Matt Rife just drove to a 6-year-old's house and punched him square in the face. This is the What Are We Doing podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy, and this is episode 120, maybe. We're back to the maybes because it's the holiday season. I've got too much going on, and I don't know where my head's at. Listen, we're trying something new. Did we move around / redo the entire studio? Yes. Did I get rid of the old desk? Yes. It was big, it was heavy, and I didn't use it, and I didn't really like it anymore. Now, I've got a standing desk, okay? I'm fancy now. Corporate America, here I come. Look at me. I'm standing all day. One reason being, I'm like 31 years old. I might be 32. I don't know. I'm somewhere around that age most of the time, and my back is going out on me, okay? Justin and I spent last Saturday at a holiday Christmas party. We were DJing, doing a little photo booth action, and the whole time we were stretching, rolling, squatting. It was like literally at one point in time, I said, hey man, look at us stretching like we just got done working an 18-hour shift. We've only been an hour into the day. So it's like, I've got the bad back. Pretty sure it's the mattress. Pretty sure we need new pillow cubes. Okay, we're going to get the cubular ones because Megs thinks that's going to solve all of our problems, right? And so that's happening hopefully sometime soon. I don't know. And, then also on the flip side of that, we've got the standing desk. So now I'm standing all day. I've been standing all day. I've been in this studio standing all day. I haven't sat down. I sat down once. You know what? I sat down for 30 seconds to turn the movie on the iMac because the iPad mini thing that I made that I was so freaking proud of is it dies, and the Plex app doesn't like the fact that it's a very old iPad mini and it's just whatever. And so that's only half of it, right? So now we've got the standing desk. I've almost got my other solo. There's a whole nother solo set right over here that's going to be pretty easy to maneuver around, I'm pretty sure. So I've got that working on. I've got my guest set coming because we've got the couch situation and the IKEA people. They still haven't sent me the money, which of course, everyone knows when IKEA says they're going to do something, they usually do it. Well, they're not doing it. They said they were sending me the money for the couch and I haven't gotten it yet. So now I got to call somebody again and I'm not happy about it. And so now I'm going to just tell them we didn't get anything. We didn't get any of the money. And so it's when you spend the last 6 months trying to get the warranty fulfilled on your couch because the company said they do something they said they wouldn't do it, I call them 18 times. And then I get eventually what I want. Same thing happened with the TV. Same thing happened with the Dyson. Same thing happened with the couch. I'm the master at negotiating with people on the customer service line. My buddy Paul gets all of his subscriptions for 50% off. Paul pays $20 a month for the most crazy astronomical fast speed, high speed internet, because one day a long time ago, someone from Xfinity was like, yeah, we'll call you back. And then they never did. And so now he's got like the vice president of marketing's direct phone number. And anytime his bill goes up, he just makes a phone call and says, hey, my bill went up, make it go down again. And they're like, we're so sorry, Mr. Paul. Here's even more money off your account every month. So that's his situation, right? And so basically, IKEA said they were sending us some money and they haven't. And so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what's going on in my life currently. And to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter because guess what, babes? Alex Jones is back. Okay. I couldn't be more excited. Alex Jones and Andrew Tate are back. And listen, there's no better way. Andrew Tate's kind of been back, but it's fine. There's no better way to get Alex Jones back than the official right way that we always do in this country for anything important, and that's put it to a vote. So what did Elon do just a few days ago? He went on to the Twitter, he went on to x.com, and he said, should we get Alex Jones back? Yes or no? And it was up to the people. And guess what? The people said yes. So he reinstated his account. And with that reinstated account came a fresh, brand new, few hour long interview with, what's his name? Tucker Carlson. And it's one of the most Alex Jones videos I think we've ever seen. I'm talking Alex Jones is back. Okay. Listen, this man goes on I think it's 3 hours. Let's get it up here. Yeah, it's It's an hour and 20 minutes. I'm giving him a little more credit than he deserves. It's an hour and 20 minutes long. Here's the chapters, okay? 2 minutes in, Alex Jones predictions. It's Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones talking about how they think the outcome of humanity will inevitably be destroyed, or I'm pretty sure that's what he says. I'm pretty sure he says, like, the government's going to destroy the planet on purpose and blow us all to hell. Like, it's one of the most conspiracy theories, hour and 20 minute situations that you're ever going to freaking see. And so then 15 minutes in, we talk about deplatforming. Of course, we canceled him a year or so ago. He said some things about some situations that happened. We're not going to name some names, but he might have said some things that got himself kicked off every social media platform that ever existed. Let's see, what else? 21 minutes in, dividing us on race. Of course, that's always been a thing. 25 minutes in, he's talking about the border. Listen, Trump needs to shut down the border. And then in 32 minutes in, we talk about the New World Order. 42 minutes in, Brian Stetler is a demon video. 50 minutes in, we talk about depopulation. An hour in, we talk about food because, Alex Jones doesn't get off without at least talking about his favorite restaurant for what looks like 7 minutes. Then they talk about whiskey, and then they finally end on the presidential election. Of course, Alex Jones is backing no one but Donald Trump. So, you know what I mean? It just continues to prove that Tucker Carlson was meant to put his personality and his videos on social media and not the actual news from the beginning. Like, I'm not sure where this new era of Tucker Carlson came from, where he's interviewing like alleged gay lovers of ex-presidents, people like Alex Jones. Like, it's just getting a little out of control, but it's Tucker on X, babe. It's fully supported, funded, and of course, you know what I mean? Elon's riding the wave with them. And so it's crazy, man. But listen, if we're gonna really go down this hole, and if we really need someone to take charge and really be the person that, you know what I mean, the United States needs to step up, it's going to be Alex Jones, because Alex Jones is not only physically but mentally, in all realms. Alex Jones embodies American altruism. Okay, and I didn't say that. I just, he did.
He embodies American exceptionalism. Physically, mentally, in all realms. The height of masculine performance is Alex Jones.
That's right.
You don't understand. People feared America
Yes.
because of people like Alex Jones. Yeah. You look at him and go, oh, what about this guy? And then he start talking. Then he pull his gun out. He is America.
He is what peak male performance looks like.
He is America. Alex Jones is America. He is what peak male performance looks like. Not these guys with the 12-pack abs and the muscles and the whatever, clearly walking back and forth all day for 6 months while you were in jail. Now listen, that whole thing, I think is done now. I don't know if they actually did what they said they did, but it seems like they're out and scot-free and nothing actually happened, so they probably shouldn't have been arrested in the first place. Not defending them, just saying guilty until proven innocent, or you have the right to remain silent, whatever they say, whatever the Ashley rights are. So listen, the Tate brothers have mentally and physically obviously deteriorated. And they have now put Alex Jones above them. Okay? And so what this means for America is, it's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to be alive. It's 2023, almost 2024, and I'm telling you, 2024, something's gonna happen. It's gonna be a crazy year. We've got Alex Jones, Andrew Tate.
He is America's last hope. We need more Alex Joneses, and we need him to talk as much as possible. How will the globalists and Satanists and pieces of shit get away with what they're getting away with when Alex Jones is exposing it all on Twitter permanently and endlessly?
That's right. He's exactly right. I literally was awake for hours last night asking myself the same question. How do the globalists and Satanists of America continue to get away with everything that they're getting away with people like Alex Jones? I'll tell you why. Because they took him offline. They took him off to Twitter. They took him off YouTube. They took him off Facebook. They took him off his show. Okay? And so, you know what I mean? He needs that publicity to fuel the Alex Jones fire. Okay? Do you get it now? Do you understand? Listen, and of course, Elon's involved. It's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are here, people. We've got Alex Jones, we've got Andrew Tate, we've got Elon Musk, and we've got Donald Trump. And they're all within each other's pockets, and they're all within arm's reach of one another, and they all have billions and millions of dollars, and they all have essential amounts of influence and power. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are here, and it's Alex Jones, Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, and Donald Trump. And the only thing I can say is you better buckle up and you got to know how to ride a horse, babe. You know what I mean? Let's go, saddle up, get your hat on, because we've got the high riders. I'm talking Nicolas Cage style, coming in blazing, devil, sold their souls, half flame, half skull, Ghost Rider style horseback riding. Donald Trump, Andrew Tate, Alex Jones, Elon Musk. And of course, Elon's involved. of course, Elon's so deeply involved because why not? And it's just it's crazy because and then like they're talking about their offspring. First of all, I didn't know Andrew had kids. You know what I mean? So they're basically like, and just the way that they're discussing how like the kids are the legacy, and thank God they've got the kids because that means more Elons are coming and more Andrew Tates are coming, and we got little Alex Jones mini girls running around, and like that's all we need. That's all we need to continue this message of freedom and to free yourself from the matrix. Okay, that's the bottom line. Like you've just got the idiots on the Twitter space, like it's
something
like
that is really important is like you just literally have to have kids, or there's no next generation. Alex, do you have kids?
Yes, I do. I'm not as prolific as you, but I wish I was. They're the best thing in my life. I have 4.
Okay, great. And Andrew?
I do have a few. I won't let you down, Elon. I'm coming to take over your title. I'm coming to take over. I'm doing my best. I got to use my good looks for something.
Well, I think we ought to encourage people to have kids
And this is the bottom line argument. This is what is so important. We just talked about how the globalists are ultimately selfish and only care about their own power.
Most of the globalists don't have children.
And of course, because they're selfish.
Because they're selfish. The globalists are selfish. That's why they're not having children, because it dies with that. We need to have more children. Listen, get out there. If you're not fucking, start doing it. Have more kids. We need the legacy and the message and the bottom line. If we're gonna fight back against the resistance, if we're gonna be the rebels, if we are gonna destroy the Death Star, you have to have more children, okay? That's the bottom line here. The billionaires are speaking now, and this is it. Because you know what? The president's not saying shit. President can't say anything. The president's doped up on it. Now listen, allegedly, according to Tucker and his new best friend Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson says that, Biden can't get out of bed unless he's on 16 different drugs. He doesn't know where he is half the time. He doesn't know who he is. He is unalive for some reason, but they can't get rid of him just yet. Okay, listen, everyone's calling it's so crazy how like the term impeachment was supposed to be a very serious thing. Like, oh, Bill Clinton got impeached. Like growing up, they were like, can you believe Bill Clinton got impeached? Like, that's just crazy. But hey, we've been talking about impeaching the last like 8 presidents in a row. And like it happens, I guess. And it's not really even a thing that anyone like Biden or Trump should be worried about. So doesn't make sense to me, but neither does the entire system. That's why we rely on people like Alex Jones, Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, and Donald Trump. Because they are honestly, what do they have to lose? Why would they lie to you? Why would these 4 men lie to you? Why would they lie? Why would they lie to you? They are doing this for your best interest. They're doing this for everything that you have, all of your heart. They are doing this for you, not for their money. They don't care. They don't need more money. You think Andrew Tate has more? He's got more money than Elon Musk. He just spent $44 billion. He doesn't need money. It's for us. It's for the people. We are to be liberated by these 4 men. I can't even do it anymore. It's crazy. It's crazy that this is where we're at in the news cycle. This is how it's all coming together, right? This is where we have to go now to get our news, because we know we can't go to listen. Any millennial who's getting their news from CNN, Fox, or I don't even know what the other ones are, CBS, NBC, whatever. If you're getting your news from a traditional source, you're most likely not within a certain, either demographic and or age bracket, right? And so when people like me used to rely on Twitter to get their news, and now all it's become is just an open floodgate of Andrew Tate and Elon Musk and Alex Jones, and the government's eating your babies and telling you what side of a war to be on that we shouldn't even be involved in, but somehow we're sending the money, but we're responsible. And it's stuff that I just don't understand. But it's that's where we're at. And that's pretty much how it's going. But you know what I do understand is the fact that I can finally breathe again. Okay. It's been a few weeks. I certainly know last week's discussion didn't involve Taylor, but I can finally breathe again because she's back. She's back in the news. She's finally doing something we can talk about. I know I'm a little late to the party and everyone's already seen it and talked about it, and she spilled all the tea in the Time Magazine Person of the Year, right? She got the cover, she got the title, she got the interview, she got it all. And I mean, why not? Who else was it going to be? I mean, there might have been one or two. It could have been, honestly, it probably should have been Alex Jones. Alex Jones should have been the Time Magazine Person of the Year, but Taylor Swift is a solid second, and I think Alex would agree. I think Alex would wholeheartedly agree that Taylor would be a solid, contender in the situation. Now, if we would have let Elon put out a Twitter poll, who do you think should be Time Magazine's Person of the Year, then, maybe we could have got Alex Jones in there. But, it's fine. Taylor gets her flowers, okay? She deserves it. She gets it. She understands. She's got the cat around her shoulder. Freaks me out. I'm not a cat person. You know what I mean? But it's cool for her. She's cool for the summer. You know what I mean? And so her and Travis Kelce are a thing. She spilled all the tea on that story. She spilled all the tea, making us all look like fools. Now I have to go back, Taylor. Now I have to go back and erase episode 112 or something. When I was in the car, when you went to the first Chiefs game, and we all said, hey, no way. No way. Is this a real thing? No way. Is it a real relationship? It's all PR. It's publicity stunt. It's crazy. It's silly. They're not going to be a thing in 3 to 6 weeks, maybe 3 to 6 months tops. But she's out here blasting us all. Hey, bitches, we were dating way before the first Chiefs game. So, joke's on us. And so now I got to go back and pretty much just say, hey, I was wrong. But listen, I'm pretty sure I've already said this once on the podcast. I got that information from Paul. It's Paul's fault. He claims he's a Swiftie, okay? Paul says I'm a Swiftie. I've got all the records on vinyl. I know all the differences between the regular and the Taylor's versions. I have all the stuff. I wanted to go to Eras Tour. I almost got free tickets. Paul knows everything he needs to know about Taylor Swift. And you know what I mean? He told me that basically the relationship with Travis was false and fake and a PR stunt. And so I believed him. I believed Taylor. And then Paul was like, no way, man. You can't believe everything you see online. You have to trust me. It's not real. And that's where I went. And I'm sorry to the army, to Taylor, to Donna, Travis, the whole thing. I swear I'm going downstairs right now to heat up some Travis Kelce barbecue rib meat, whatever frozen thing I got of yours in the freezer. I swear, I support it. I get it now. I'm on board. We ship it. We're here. Listen, she wasn't there last night because they lost the game. It's fine. But you know what I mean? Where you at, Taylor? It's crazy. She dropped all the bombs. I mean, so they were dating before the first game, and it's, I think the reports are now coming in. It's like a $2 to $3 billion tour so far. And I mean, was the whole, like, I think, unfortunately, the whole I think a fan passed away because it was so hot at one of her Brazilian shows, I believe. And it's, that was an unfortunate incident, but things happened. She released a statement that was kind of just in a handwritten font that was weird and not probably her and just her publicist. And they tried to make it official. And that didn't really work, but, she had to do what she had to do. And so she's the person of the year. It's Time Magazine, and she won. And what better way to celebrate? We're going to play a little Jeopardy. We're going to see how we do, and we're going to see how much money we can take home. Okay? Here we go. We're going to see if we can beat the contestants. We're going to buzz in. We're going to call it. Calling all Swifties. This is your era. Here we go. Let's see. I'm up to date on my Taylor Swift songs. Let's see if you are too.
Also a Taylor Swift song.
Here we go.
Also a Taylor Swift song for 200.
Saved it for last. Careful, this washing machine cycle using cold water and low spin speed is suggested for lingerie and silk neckties.
What is delicate?
What is gentle?
No. Mo or Amanda? The song here is called Delicate. The Delicate Cycle.
Also a Taylor Swift song for 600.
Seen here wearing his signature hat, this country singer was inducted into the Headwear Hall of Fame in 2014.
What is Tim McGraw?
Who's Tim McGraw?
Yes.
Also Taylor Swift song for 400.
This color appears in the names of 2 different Major League Baseball teams, one in the Northeast, one in the Midwest.
What is red?
Amanda.
What is red?
That's the song.
Let's go to Taylor Swift. Also a Taylor Swift
Watch
song
me
for
clear
800.
this board right now. Watch.
It's not yours, it's this word that comes before craft and sweeper in the names of popular video
What
games.
is mine?
Kira.
What is mind?
No.
No.
Mo.
What is mine?
Yeah, without the D. I'm sorry, Kira. And the final clue in
Let's
also
go.
a Taylor
Give it to
Swift
me.
song.
Let's go. Daily
While
double.
crossing the George Washington Bridge from New Jersey, drivers are greeted by a sign with these 4 words. It's been waiting for you.
What is
What is Where Have
Welcome
You
to
Been?
New York?
Sorry, no. Mo or Amanda?
Come
The
on.
song is called Welcome to New York, which
Come
is
on.
what the sign
Let's
says.
go. Let's go. Let's go, Swifties. That's 1, 2. How much money do they owe me? How much money do I get? 1,000, 1,800, plus the 200 is 2,000, plus another 1,000. That's $3,000. Yo, that dude, the host now at Jeopardy, Chad, whatever his name is, I don't know his name. He owes me $3,000. All I'm saying is I got him in quicker. I knew them all. Come on, Taylor Swift. Like, you can't be a Swiftie unless you know all those songs. You know what I mean? And if you don't know the songs, learn them because they're Taylor's versions, okay? And it's hers now. And she took it back. And she's the only one that can do it. And she's the only one that will ever do it. And she's the best to ever do it. And she just can do it because she's Taylor. And she can't do anything wrong. And you can't say she can. And it's fine. And you can say whatever you want. But guess what? We're a Taylor Swift podcast now. So whenever there's Taylor Swift news, we cover it. And that's how the cookie crumbles because it's my show, dude. Okay? Listen, it's fine. You don't have to worry about it. Skip past the Taylor Swift part because guess what? F-Boy Island, it's over. It's done now. The season finale dropped. And I'm telling you what, man, I think, now I'm not 100% on this. I'm going to get Carlos's opinion because I'm going to be recording with him a little bit later this evening. But I'm 99.9% sure that the CW kind of, maybe it was their limitations that fudged up the season overall, but something tells me this one probably ranks the lowest on the F-Boy Island rating scale. Like, it just seems to me like there wasn't too much going on. Like, there was one one hope of a chance at a major gotcha moment bad guy situation. And it kind of sort of didn't really pay off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Danny dodged the Jared bullet, and that was pretty much that. Everyone went home happy. Everyone went home with 50 grand. Everyone went home with their new friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, and everyone's now broken up and no one's together. So it's just the same old stale taste of a reality dating TV show, I guess. I don't know if, like, listen, Nikki's great. Nikki's banging. Give Nikki another show to host. But maybe due to the limitations of the CW, maybe F-Boy Island's not it. Maybe that's too raunchy or should be too aggressive of a show for something like HBO. Obviously, they own it, the conglomerate, whatever. But like, due to cable and access TV limitations, we can't do all the stuff we were doing on HBO. I mean, HBO has a show where people are naked right now. Like, it's like they show the full blown. They're naked, and then they show the bottom half, and they're like, all right, who do you want to eliminate based off of how big their dick is? And then the girl's like, well, that one kind of looks funny, so I'm going to eliminate number 3. And then based on his penis alone, the man's eliminated. Then they reveal like the midsection, and then like they ask him a question, and then she eliminates the other person, and then she gets to go on a date. And then they're there and they're happily ever after together. And I don't know what it's called. Dating and Naked and Afraid or something. I don't know. HBO naked dating show. It's called Naked Attraction. And so it's just full frontal nude. Sometimes it's girls behind the counter for a guy. Sometimes it's guys behind the thing for a girl. And, you know, it's fun because everyone's naked. And so that's like HBO. You know what I mean? We can't do that on the CW. So maybe we rethink it. I don't know. Was the F-boy and nice guy reveal halfway through the season worth it? I don't know. It just didn't seem to hit as hard as maybe it could have. And, you know, hey, that sometimes happens. That happened with Love is Blind. That happened. And so now that's just where we're kind of at in the recap and record era. So we're recording our final episode today. It should be out now. If you're seeing this, it definitely is out now. So go check out our finale episode. We couldn't get anybody, no one except one person from the show responded to our DMs. And if that portion of recap and record, if we do talk about it in today's episode, I'll put it in. And boy, oh boy, is it slanderous. But we got one DM back from one of the lovely ladies of F-Boy Island Season 3 on the CW, but she didn't want to come on the show. So unfortunately, Los and I finished it out, rocked it solo like we do best. And it was a great season overall. You know, it was definitely better than Love is Blind, dude. That was just a train wreck by the end of it. And just a little exhausting because we had to do just the chunks every week. We got another drop of like 3 to 4 episodes. And so this was fun. It was a fun pace, a fun time. But I think we're going to take the rest of the year into next off from recap and record like we normally do. And then probably come back for House of the Dragon Season 2. Maybe we'll do something in between if our schedules allow for it or if something comes up. I know maybe something else might come up like Shark Tank, or we might do something fun like that. So who knows? Recap and record. You can check that out. It's my second podcast with my buddy Los. He's also the host of the 280 Plus podcast. Make sure you check that out. He's been having some insane guests over there. And just doing his own thing. He's got another recap show he's doing. He's got bonus episodes going up between him and I every week for like the last 3 months. We've put out We've put out like 3 to 4 to 5 hours of content between the two of us. And it's kind of insane what's going on. So be sure to support his projects over there, 280 Plus. And he's got another recap show of an NBC horror show. If anyone's watching that, you can follow along with him and his friend Johnny and check that out. And then, dude, honestly, I mean, I'm like this close. I'm like 34 seconds away from launching a whole nother agency, digital nomad kind of Pixel and Hammer, secondary business podcast as well, where I interview like agency owners, business owners, entrepreneurs, anyone who wants to come on and share their story of how they're growing or marketing or, just proving themselves as a brand or an entity online for Pixel and Hammer. So that's probably coming like within the next few weeks, maybe beginning of 2024, but like be on the lookout for that podcast, dude. So that's all coming soon. And you know what I mean? It's going a little bananas in the content development department over here. You see the studio set up now. I got this banging light, okay? This banging, it's like a Godox like 60D or something. It's something crazy. And then I've got this big, awesome like softbox around it. And I mean, it's pretty much legit. The camera, on the other hand, won't freaking record in 4K, so now all the episodes have to be 1080p, but that's besides the point. Matt Rife, here we go. Matt Rife is back in the news once again this week for his second strike on his way to 3, okay? You all know Matt Rife, comedian, sexy boy. He'll take down your mom, Matt Rife. If you've been on social media in the last year and a half, you know exactly who Matt Rife is. And, it's kind of insane, the hole that he keeps digging himself deeper and deeper into. And sometimes we've seen it. Look, we've seen it happen. This is what happens when you get the amount of fame and attention as one human being does when you're Matt Rife at this stage in your career. When you get that type of influence and the amount of followers and the audience and the people and the everything else going on with the comedy and the stand-up, things will start to crack. And so, listen, for those of you who don't know, before his virality kind of popped off, you know what I mean? Matt's been doing comedy for the last 10-ish, 15-ish years, I'm pretty sure. And he's been on plenty of publications, plenty of podcasts, plenty of interviews, plenty where he's talking about his prominently male-dominant audience. He writes comedy for men, his audience is men, and what he wants to do is write jokes and have a stand-up routine that men will laugh at. Something like Joe Rogan, something like Bert Kreischer. Let's be honest. I don't think that the audience of Joe Rogan is anywhere near the amount of females that the audience of Matt Rife now has. This is the underlying problem. When you go out there and you spit comedy and you're doing your thing and you want to be someone, you have to sometimes take a step back and maybe adapt to your audience, right? So how does Matt Rife get famous? How does he go viral? It's the crowd work. In comes the crowd work trend. All the comedians are talking about it. Everyone in the industry knows that's what's hot right now. You post a crowd work video, it's got 5 million views in 24 hours because people like that one-on-one human interaction, okay? So Matt Rife starts posting the crowd work videos. And naturally, like he does with his style, his charm, and his claim to fame, comes from the crowd work videos. The only issue is all of his crowd work videos that have gone viral involve one major difference in the universe of Matt Rife. It's women-based. somehow, well, not somehow, we all know how. Listen, the man, like, did he pay for the way he looks? Maybe. I don't know. That's none of my business. But it's just, I think most women would call him attractive. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a line of dudes that sold out the world tour. So somewhere along the way, and obviously I'm pretty sure it's the TikTok, it's the crowd work, we get this shift for Matt, and he starts going at the lovely ladies of the audience, because as soon as the word gets out, he's hot, he's attractive, he's funny, he was single, and like, talk about a good time, right? I'm 45 years old, I'm hot, I'm attractive, ladies' night out, let's go see Matt Rife, get a little fired up, maybe he'll do some crowd work about me, and it might change my life forever. You know what I mean? Like, who could forget the MILF and Cookies clip? You know what I mean? Everyone knows it. It was his claim to, what are we sitting at? 6.4 million views. You know what I mean?
I seem frustrated. A gift maybe help? Baby, after the show. No. Come on, dog. Thank you so much. What is this? Well, don't clap. It could be a bomb. We don't know. We don't know yet. I came to Iowa and I guess,
It's Hot Mic with Hutton and Withrow, where daily we discuss the National Football League and the push for the postseason. In the AFC, plenty of teams trying to jockey for positioning. In the NFC, well, the best teams in the NFL, with the Philadelphia Eagles and San Francisco 49ers.
Well, hold on, Hutton. Not just those teams, but how about the Detroit Lions as one of the best teams in the NFL? Other shows may not mention that or talk about it. We will.
We are on board with Detroit. Subscribe to the podcast. Join us each day for Hot Mic with Hutton and Withrow across the Outkick Network. We discuss the NFL, college football, and the top headlines from Outkick.com.
'Tis the season to shine with H&M. Discover the holiday collection and find fashionable pieces for your wardrobe or for under the tree. Get inspired and dazzle with this year's glam. From tuxedo styles, bow detailed pieces, impressive prints, and more. From unforgettable looks to unforgettable gifts. With fashion finds to home decor, find it all at H&M. Treat your loved ones and yourself this season. Shop in-store or at hm.com.
You know what I mean? It's funny, right? It's crowd work. It can go either way, and he's good at it. He's good at it. And unfortunately, that was pretty much I think the global takeaway from the comedy special on Netflix there, that his crowd work is way better than the actual special. So, right, we get viral. We get famous, we get it popping. And what comes next when you go viral? You know what I mean? What comes next? Of course, it's the fame, it's the tour, it's the numbers. You get people like Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis in your tour promo video, okay? You keep the momentum moving. And then, boop, you release all the dates and you sell out the world tour immediately, because now you have the attention of not only that male audience that he was building, but unfortunately, they have been overrun by the now female audience who is there for him first, and to be picked out of the crowd second, and third, stand-up comedy. And that's an issue, right? So what does he do? He sells out a world tour, and to double down on himself, to take that chance, to take that risk, to double down on himself as a stand-up comedian who wants a male audience. He wants to be the next Joe Rogan. He's hot. He's viral. He's got a sold-out world tour. How do we open the show? With an essay joke about the server that we had at the restaurant the other day. You know what I mean? Listen, not good. So, summarize, like he said, server had a black eye. If she could cook, she wouldn't have the black eye. It's an old, like 1980s, 1990s style, like the husband hit the wife because she couldn't cook a proper dinner. Like, we get it, but like not modernized enough for 2023, and certainly not appropriate, and certainly wouldn't have chose that ringer to open the first Netflix special. Okay? So we're already 3 minutes into the Netflix special, and we're already on strike number 1. Canceled. We've got a sexual assault joke in the Netflix special, round 1. And guess who didn't appreciate that? The 80,000 women who are sitting in the theater, stadium, wherever he's at, watching him tell this joke. So now all of the women on the world tour, Matt Rife tour, are instantly out. And so it pops off. Everyone sees a special. It hits Netflix. Everyone's crazy about it. And it's like, yo, Matt Rife, we got to go watch the special. And we kick it off with a joke about a woman cooking and getting a black eye. And, you know, Matt responds. Matt does exactly what he needs to do. He goes to Instagram and he says, I'm sorry if you were offended by my comedy. Here's a link to my apology tour. And so naturally, everyone clicked on it because they want to see what he had to say. They want to see what he said, where he said it, how he said it. Let's break down the apology. He's back. He gets it, okay? He made a mistake. He's going to say he's sorry. He's going to try to convince the whole male versus female audience thing. And then once the link loaded, the entire country, or the entire world essentially, is met with a page for special needs helmets. A kid, a child, or an adult with special needs wears a helmet. It's comedy. He's a stand-up comedian. I don't know. The issue is we've painted him in this light that he's not first and comedy second, like hot first, comedy second. That is the picture that the overall group think of women have painted of Matt Rife. Hot first, comedy second. And that's the problem, right? So the special needs helmet, I mean, you know, he kind of gets a little semi-canceled for that. Cancel culture is dead. Like, the only two people that are actually canceled ever was like Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby. If they're not in jail for the crimes they committed, prison, whatever, like, they're kind of back, you know? We're going to talk about it here in a minute, but cancel, it doesn't really, it's 2023, you know what I mean? So, and of course, then I think he went on Jordan Peterson and like addressed it and talked about it. I don't know why Jordan Peterson was his choice. It doesn't, I even think he said it didn't make sense. So I don't even know if Matt knows what's going on anymore. And so to better prove that point, fast forward to today, where a very smart, very young individual, a 6-year-old child, a 6-year-old little boy, was watching the Matt Rife special, or saw a clip on TikTok of Matt talking about the planets and the rings in the solar system. I think we've got the video here. Let's pull up the video of the little boy just whipping this guy. Here we go. Ready?
Nothing to do with the stars, man. Just because Jupiter has a ring and you don't, doesn't mean...
It's Saturn that has the rings. And it has more also, and you're mean to girls.
Boom. Burned to a crisp by a 6-year-old. First of all, Jupiter, okay? Not Jupiter with the rings. Saturn has the rings. Now, I don't know. I'm no astrologist, but I'm sure if I Google what planet has the rings, Saturn, which is by far the largest. The rings around Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune are much smaller, darker, and fainter than the rings of Saturn. So some planets have the ring, some it's faded, but Saturn, technically, Matt Rife is correct. So the 6-year-old kind of wins. And so naturally, naturally, Matt Rife responds to the 6-year-old child by using fellow TikToker Jose Monkey to find out exactly where this child lived, where he was located, where he filmed the video. Matt Rife and his team went to this 6-year-old's house, opened the door, knocked on the door, ding dong, whatever. Mom opened the door. Hey, is the little boy home? They thought Matt was there to like, hey, like, here's tickets to the show. Here's a bunch of merch. Hang out with me. I'm Matt Rife. Like, I don't care what you said. No. Matt Rife stood on the front porch of this little boy's house and punched a 6-year-old straight in the face. Matt Rife just drove to a 6-year-old's house and punched him square in the face because Matt Rife doesn't know what planets have prominent rings around them, okay? It's Saturn, dude, not Jupiter. We get it. The single eight, you just because Jupiter doesn't have a ring and you don't, doesn't mean you should be mad at me. Blech. It's Saturn, Matt. The 6-year-old knows it. Why don't you? So he went over to his house and he literally punched the kid directly in the face. I'm joking. He left a comment on his Instagram page, okay? He left a comment on the mom, I think the kid's mom's Instagram page or the TikTok account where this was posted. And the comment, unfortunately, it's not there anymore. But in a nutshell, Matt Rife basically responded and said, oh, okay, well, just so you know, the planet Jupiter does also have rings around it. 2, Santa Claus isn't real. And 3, your mom paid for all your Christmas presents from the OnlyFans money. Essentially a punch in the face. He, in the most digital and comment on the internet kind of way, basically slapped the little kid in the face. Told him Santa wasn't real, told him he was wrong, and said something about his mom having an OnlyFans. So naturally, of course, mom had to come on and just let everyone know that she is a wholesome woman who has never posted herself on the internet in that way, would never have an OnlyFans account, and would never have expected a grown adult man, stand-up professional comedian to attack her 6-year-old son with a TikTok comment or Instagram, whatever. So it's crazy, man. He's on his way to strike 3. Strike 1 was the joke in the helmets. Strike 2 was the 6-year-old kid. Did we push Matt Rife too far, dude? It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Now, should the little boy have been watching the Matt Rife comedy special? Yes or yes? No or no? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure. What was it rated? Mature audiences. 6-year-olds aren't mature. He shouldn't have been watching the comedy special. So therefore, bam, Matt Rife punched him in the face, metaphorically, not physically. You know what I mean? So the 6-year-old has no business watching Netflix. I mean, is that where we stand? Is that what Matt Rife's thinking was? Like, how dare you let your child watch my special? And since you do, here's a little bit more fuel to the fire. Here's a comment for him about Santa Claus. I mean, listen, the special, by the way, is currently sitting at like 17% on Rotten Tomatoes, so not good. I don't know. It's the Matt Rife problem, and it's unfortunate. I mean, look, I know that's where I'm gonna be, right? The women, the ladies, they see hot first, podcaster second. So anytime there's probably going to be a controversy around me, it's going to be like, oh, he's hot. Let's go see his podcast live. And then, I'm talking about farts and stuff. And it's like, well, my audience is prominently men because I'm the only one that listens to the podcast. So if and when I do actually get a few female listeners, just know, ladies, it's podcaster first, I'm hot second, okay? Like, get that through the head, and then we won't have the Matt Rife problem. And what a perfect time to tell you about today's sponsor. The sponsor of today's podcast is Gel Blaster. Our friends over at Gel Blaster were kind enough to send over their Surge model, and Ollie and I have been playing with this thing all day long. Listen, Gel Blaster is the holiday gift this season. If you have anyone, kids, teenagers, adults on your list that you still have to buy gifts for this holiday season, Gel Blaster is the way to go. You want to have the coolest gift around the table with all the family members and they're opening gifts, and like grandma got them a sweater, and like, you know, Aunt Linda got them a new pair of pants. That's cool. What'd you get them? A freaking Gel Blaster, dude. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to wadpod.com/blaster. That's WADPOD.com/BLASTER. wadpod.com/blaster. And you're going to automatically get 10% off your order. 10% off the entire thing. Every single What Are We Doing podcast listener is going to get 10% off their order when they go to wadpod.com/blaster. And listen, they don't just have the Surge model, okay? This is the basic, regular, hip gun holster Gel Blaster, okay? But if you're trying to go a little big, if you're trying to go a little extra this holiday season, they've got the sniper rifles, they've got the machine gun, they've got so many different models. Each blaster comes with 10,000 plus beads, can hold up to 8,000 rounds at a time, and man, oh man, is it endless amounts of fun. Knocking off your Christmas holiday season this year with Gel Blaster is the way to go. You don't want to be the boring gift giver, okay? I was just on the phone with Paul, and I said, look, man, he's like, yeah, the kids want AirPods for Christmas. Hey, we don't have money for AirPods, first of all. Second of all, they're bratty little kids. They don't deserve, and they don't need AirPods. They don't need to be on their phones. AirPods equals phones, equals time away from the family, equals less fun for everybody. You know what equals more fun this holiday season? Getting everyone their very own Gel Blaster. You're going to wadpod.com/blaster and you're going to get 10% off the entire thing. I've got 6 of them coming to the house right now. Listen, this one comes with, can hold up to 800 gellets, 10 plus gellets per second to be fired. It has a standard barrel and a silencer for a precision shot. This thing's legit, okay? You need to get everyone in the house a Gel Blaster for Christmas. And guess what? The little beads, they're basically Orbeez. They're biodegradable and there's no mess to clean up. Shoot them inside, shoot them outside. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. No mess this summer. Perfect for year-round fun. Get your kids, get the teens, get your significant other, get your wife. Hey, you know what you need to do this holiday season for your wife? You need to blast her with a little bit of gel. And that's why you're going to go to wadpod.com/blaster and get 10% off your Gel Blaster order. Shout out to Gel Blaster. Thanks for sponsoring the podcast and sending this one over. We love you guys. Back to the show. So, for the back half of this episode, I'm so freaking excited to do this. I have got a very, very special kind of segment here. We're going to do something we've never done before. It's just a live episode reaction. The other day, I discovered that Criss Angel Mind Freak season 5, I don't know about 1 through 4. I don't know why. Just season 5 is on Disney Plus. So if you have a Disney Plus subscription or access to your friends because they haven't cracked down on password sharing yet, go to Disney Plus, look up Mind Freak, season 5, and like all 5 of its episodes are on there. And so I saw it, I'm watching it, and it's just even worse than I remembered. So I figured, what better way to entice one of my favorite YouTubers, Criss James, who reviews Criss Angel Mind Freak and other like reality TV craziness all the time. To get him on, I want him on the podcast. I want to interview Criss. I want to get him on the podcast. I want to do like a mini review, maybe of a Mind Freak episode with him. Like, I think it would be dope to collab with Chris James. And so in order to get his attention, let's be honest, that's the only reason I'm doing the bit. So we're going to react live to Criss Angel Mind Freak Season 5, Episode 1. Okay? And to start, just so everyone's on board, the title of this episode is called White Death. And if you look on the Disney Plus list, you'll notice that that's the theme for this entire season. He's got White Death, Black Death. He gets ran over by a Hummer. Like, death is in the title of like all of the episodes of season 5 of Mind Freak. I don't know why. I don't know who told him that that was like gonna just be a viral thing. But without further ado, let's just jump into it. And I mean, the intros are always so, it's just, he makes it so non-believable for you to even imagine what he's about to do. It's one of the most incredible things I've ever seen.
I'm on top of Mammoth Mountain, here in the Sierra Nevadas, 10,000 feet above sea level, to attempt my most dangerous escape of all time. This is White Death.
What'd I tell you? And he's going to mention that, by the way. We are going to hear that 19,000 more times, that we are 12 million feet above sea level, and it's hard enough to breathe up there as it is, people. I don't know if you've ever had to breathe 12 million feet above sea level, but it's not easy, okay? And that's why he's Criss Angel. It's quite literally one of the most insane description. Like, we're supposed to believe that that has anything to do with what he is about to do. And so the next part of every episode, and the formats are always the same. We get a very dramatic introduction from Criss. We get some weird like hymn, metal, goth rock song that like Criss recorded back in the day or something by himself because he had a music career, I think at one point, maybe. I don't know. It's weird. We now get to hear from the following 3 people. And these are the only people we ever hear from. And this is their titles are what makes them extremely important to Criss Angel. It's his manager, it's his consultants, and it's his family. And so it's we get all of the warnings out of the way, right?
Dangerous illusions performed by any magician is buried alive. And during Criss's first season of Mind Freak, he performed it in a way that even Houdini declined to try to attempt it.
And like, even Houdini himself wouldn't even do it this way. If Houdini was alive, he would say, hey, Criss, don't do it this way. Like, that's what, so now we're speaking for Houdini now, which is amazing, which is incredible. Like, as if anyone knows when, like, what did we talk to him? Did we talk to him? Did Criss do a seance before the buried alive situation? Criss Angel did a seance before the buried alive situation and basically just came up with the fact that Houdini wouldn't even dare to do what he's about to do.
On this location in Mammoth Mountain, we're going to dig a grave in the ice and snow.
Design.
I'll be buried in a coffin that will be locked. I'll be handcuffed.
Yep.
I'll be placed 6 feet below the surface of the snow.
Got it.
There'll be glass on top of the coffin where you'll be able to see Criss at all times. They'll have spectators completely around.
This guy definitely owns an Ed Hardy shop. The Ed Hardy shop that's in like the hotel in Vegas, I'm pretty sure there is one. This guy has stake in it. He's probably the sole owner. Like the tank top and the chain and the facial hair, everything about this guy screams, I'm friends with Criss Angel because I one day want to meet Ed Hardy. Like, give me all the affliction t-shirts. Give me everything. It's Ed Hardy season, baby. We're up in the mountain, but I got my tank top on.
Around.
I'll be buried with 120 cubic feet of wet snow, which translates into nearly 5,000 pounds.
He has to not only escape the manacles, he has to be able to get out of the coffin and then be able to dig his way through the snow and make his way to the surface to make his escapes.
And this is what every episode does. This is what they do for at least 20 to 30% of every Mind Freak episode, is they give you all of the things that could go wrong, all the things Criss has to do in order not for them to go wrong, all the things Criss has to do just to get out of whatever situation Criss is putting himself into, to prove to us at home, the audience, that this is impossible and that no one can do this, and that what's about to happen is exactly what you think is going to happen. He's in the he's really in the coffin, he's really handcuffed, they're really real handcuffs, and it's a really real thing. And they're going to put really real snow on him, and he's going to really, really die. And let's hope that this is the last time that we see
safely.
And this isn't your normal light, fluffy, powdery snow. This is wet, heavy snow.
There's like a threefold danger to this. Not just the pressure of the snow, it's a lot heavier than just simple dirt, but the freezing temperatures and being confined. You can't move that well in cold.
So, you know what I mean? Criss Angel might freeze to death. And so, hey, all I see is the opportunity to then turn it into a David Blaine stunt. All you got to do is be better than David Blaine. Just be under the snow for however long he was in the ice cube in New York. What was it, 24 hours? Stay under the snow for 48, hibernate for a little bit, and then come back out and be better than David Blaine. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do. But, you know, I mean, he probably just went on he fudged it up. And it's one of those silly stunts that we're supposed to believe. And by the way, he did all this in season 1. It's the same thing as season 1. He's just copying and pasting what he did in season 1, and we're just replacing dirt with snow. He did it in the dirt. He did it for real. And in season 1, he had his mom there. And guess what? She refused to be at this one because she doesn't want to watch her son do that again. He loves putting his mom through the ringer. And then, so of course, between the live action shots and the Criss doing Criss stuff, we have to go to Fremont Street. Okay? We go to Fremont Street so we can do a little bit of street magic.
In Las Vegas, Fremont Street, where you can get anything for $1. Right? Yeah. How did you get those beads? That's what I want to know.
These were free.
How did you get those beads? That's what I want to know.
These were free.
Creepy weird man joke. Was that like a Mardi Gras, give me the beads, show me your boobs kind of joke? Weird. It's weird, okay? Where'd you get those beads? That's where I want to know. All right, where'd you get those beads, huh? You know what I mean? Weird attitude about it. And she's just like, I don't know, some guy gave them to me. It was free. I don't know, whatever. Some guy at the hotel gave them to me. They were sitting there. I just took them. I stole them. I actually stole them, Criss. I stole them from the man down the street.
They were free. Well, I need to get myself something free. Does anybody have a ring here? A ring? Who has it? Oh, wait, let me see. Let's see this. Is this an engagement ring? What is this?
My grandmother's ring.
It's a beautiful ring.
Damn.
I also want you to see the ring. I want you to verify that is not my ring. That is her ring. There's no switches. There's nothing funny. No tricky business, all right?
Never.
It's really slowly for you. In fact, I'm going to put my foot up right over here.
Jesus Christ. He's just like, fucking put the foot. He's just got his foot up. He's just got his foot up on the thing. He's like, hey, look out. He doesn't even tell her to move. He just slams his foot up against her so she can't go anywhere. And now, I think, what do we get?
Get a shot of this. I want everybody to see this. I want to do this really slowly for you. See your ring right there, right? I'm not going to do anything funny. I'm going to do it really slow. I'm going to take your ring just like this. I'm going to place it right under my fingers. Nothing funny. Is that fair?
So obviously, it's gone now.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you that. My sleeve, nothing up my sleeve.
Nothing up the sleeve. Magician. How are we still just love to show that there's nothing up the sleeve, even though there was and now it's gone, but we can roll up the sleeves because it's gone now with the ring inside of it or whatever it was attached to, right? So like the whole, watch, let me roll up my sleeves, bro. We don't need to do that.
I want you to see that. Is that everything fair so far? Now watch, it's just gonna melt away, just like that. Look. Look. Look, do we have a knife for me? I need a knife. Where's my knife? Can I get a knife?
Get him a knife! Someone get Criss a knife! Hello, can someone please get Criss Angel a knife? Get him a knife. Do you guys not know what's coming next? We rehearsed this. I take the ring, I switch it out, I put it on a thing, it goes up my arm, I put my leg up, I cut it open, I get it, you hand me a knife. How many fucking times? How many of my family members are here? Does anyone not have a knife? You went to jail for a knife violation. He has one on him right now. Get me a knife. Get Criss Angel a knife, please. Somebody.
I got a knife right over here.
Oh, there it is. Thank God.
Check this out. I'm gonna cut the patch because a lot of people will think.
Yeah, just cut the patch off. It's an ugly, stupid patch anyways.
In my patch, and it didn't. I want you to see that. Is that fair? It's not in my patch, is it? You see that? Is that fair?
Why does he also, I love when he talks to, and by the way, we are to just 1000% to assume that these people are not just innocent bystanders. Like this guy, who's this guy in the background posted up? He's been fishy suspicious this whole time. And so like, you know, what's happening is not actually happening. It's just a strange, they might be paid, they might not be, they might be bystanders, who knows? But it's like he's talking to them like they're kindergartners. Like he's like, is that fair? Is it fair? Is it fair? Look, I want you to look. Is it fair? Look, we're here. Is it fair if you look right here? Like talking to them like they don't actually see what's going on in front of them.
Yeah. But check this out, watch. Look, I'm gonna do this for you right now, watch. I'm gonna just cut my pants.
What?
Just like that. You see that? You see my skin right there?
Jesus Christ, Criss, those are $800 jeans. Those are $800 jeans from the wardrobe department. No one said he was gonna cut the jeans open. We had to send them back. They were on loan from the other show. Dog the Bounty Hunter just dropped those off. God damn. Now he's gonna be pissed. Now we gotta talk to Marjorie from HR and explain why there's a hole and fake blood stains all over the jeans. Thanks, Criss.
You see that? Now watch. Check this out. I'm just gonna cut. Watch. I'm gonna cut my skin.
Oh.
Watch.
What the? Oh my God.
Look. This is crazy.
It's crazy. And he's just, and so we're just now watching this man. We're all still standing there, by the way, just watching this man just dig into his leg with a box cutter. And of course, you know, he digs around in there, and then wouldn't you believe it? Guess what? The ring with the blood on it that he pulled out of his leg is the grandmother's ring of the girl that he didn't have there on purpose.
So he's crazy. Can I get my ring back? That was the most disgusting and amazing thing that I've ever seen. Want it back?
Oh, we always have to do the thing. We always have to do the thing. We always have to eat the camera. Zoom in on me and I'll eat the camera. Like, why? Stop. He does it after every single trick he does. And so this next demonstration that Criss does is something that just, it's one of those things that doesn't really like make sense as a magic trick. Like from start to finish, what happens doesn't really, I don't think, compute with any human being's mind other than these people here who are clearly being paid to be overexcited to see this man. Backstage, by the way, something tells me if this was his backstage entrance, the public wouldn't have access to it, right? So just, that's one thing. And second of all, they're too excited and should be doing literally anything else on this day at this time than be here seeing Criss Angel. So let's just assume that they were put here by him and his team. And so what he does next is basically one of the weirdest ways to just gather information from random people for random things. Just
all right, we'll do something, all right? Yeah! Look, a second. I'm gonna start right over here. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to think of a number. Bring your eyes, your glasses. I want to see your eyes. I want you to think of a number between 1.
As he keeps his glasses on. It's okay if she can't see his, but he needs to see hers because of the mental effect won't work. If the sunglasses, they reflect the psychic powers of Criss Angel. The polarized, if they're cheap ones, it's fine, but he wasn't getting anything, so he knows they're more expensive. They're the polarized glasses, and so he can't use his psychic abilities on her to implant whatever letter I think he's going to ask her for, right?
And 10, name it right now.
5.
You want to change your mind?
No.
5.
Easy enough, we got a
Right
5.
there.
Easy enough, we got a 5.
I want you to
So
think
then,
of
so basically, as Criss continues, he picks out 3 more women from this group. And so he asked the one lady to think of 3 letters, and then he asked the other lady to think of another number, right? And so we end up with 5ULN5. And Criss does something incredible with this random sequence of letters and numbers that he's gotten from these people.
There's 2 taxis. There's this little red car coming down right now. Stop.
So
Stop. It's okay. Stop. Listen. Look out. Right there. 5ULN7 4 5.
So let's just try to understand what happened here. He asked 4 random spectators. He wants a number from her, 3 letters from her, and another number from her. And so these 5-letter number combinations make up of what is going to be a random car driving by at that exact time. He stops the car, and it just so happens that this vehicle not only has a front-facing license plate, but a license plate with the same exact number, 3 letters, and 1 number on the end. And it's a freaking miracle. It's right there. It's as if it just poof out of thin air. We just had no idea that this Mini Cooper would be driving down the lot at this exact moment with this exact license plate on it for this demonstration. And so we're supposed to believe that all of this was just magic by Criss Angel. The car showing up was magic. The getting the license plate number from the random people was magic. The whole thing was magic. It's Criss Angel. It's awesome. And hey, the people in the car, by the way, I'm pretty sure they just shoo them off, right? They're just there.
Criss asked me to give him 3 letters, which I did, and then he asked a couple of the other girls to give numbers, which made the license plate of the next vehicle that came down the road. It was incredible.
Amazing. It was so freaky.
I can't believe he did it. I can't believe Criss Angel just did that. And so now listen, there's no other rhyme or reason why we shouldn't bury this man in the snow. And so we've got Criss. He's in the coffin. He's getting buried. And down, down, down he goes.
Go more towards that side.
Criss is going in.
All right.
Wow.
Drop the ropes down to the sides.
So with the first Buried Alive, it was a very small group of people who witnessed the demonstration, but for White Death at Mammoth, it was open to the public. We had hundreds of people there.
We wanted hundreds. We wanted thousands and hundreds. We wanted hundreds of people to come witness the death of Criss Angel Mindfreak. We wanted hundreds of people to come watch this man bury him alive in snow. As if they don't have anything else better to do all day. We're going to stand there while he covers himself in snow. And then guess what? we're going to stand around. Okay? We're going to stand around and we're going to wait. 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 Like we are now. We're waiting. Here we go. Look. Waiting. 19 minutes. We've been standing here. This girl. Go back. Go back. Go back. Look at her. Look at her. Paul's on her face. Look at her. We've been here for 20 minutes. Look at her. She's like, what? Like, what's even going on? What are we even doing? Like, is he dead? Can we go? Are we allowed to leave? Like, is he even going to make it? Like, what, should we just go? Does anyone have like gloves or like, I'm cold. Like, where's Criss? I just don't know. Am I his girlfriend now? Like, what happens if he dies? I don't know. Like, it's been like 3 hours now and I just don't know where to go. And so we're so far in. We've been waiting now. We've been waiting around for 20 minutes. We've got Sandra, the girlfriend. She's upset. We've got the spectators. They're upset. Listen. Oh no. The coffin camera and the handheld camera, they're broken. Oh, how are we going to see? Where's Criss? We've got someone on top of the grave. We've got people freaking out. Holy crap. I don't even know. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know. Now we're digging. Okay, this is it. We're in panic mode. We're in panic mode now, people. And it's time. It's time to get him out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Listen, Criss, listen, what we can't do, here's the thing. John Farrell is coming in with a very, very important message. And it's basically Criss's last wish. You know what I mean? So here, let's hear what he has to say.
Criss told me, no matter what happens, to wait. He gave me explicit instructions for us not to go in there and get him no matter what. So I got to wait at least another 20 minutes before.
Another 20 minutes? We have to wait another 20 minutes? We've already been up here for 3 hours. He's been under the snow for another 20. We're waiting another 20 minutes, John. Can we go get lunch? Can we order a pizza? Can we do something, please? Can we get like, I don't know, are there heaters up here? Can we get someone up? And so now we just have to wait another 20 minutes? Oh my gosh. The agony. Whose idea was this? Who said, let's go to the top of a mountain? Oh, wow. Huh. Is he dead? Can we go?
There it is.
Oh. Yep. All right. There he is. That's it. That's it, folks. He's out. Oh, get your hand out. There it is. Oh, there's his head. He made it. Oh my gosh, he made it. And look, oh, that's the end. This is how the episode ends. This is how the episode ends. Oh my gosh. He's laying there. They got a blanket on him. And then it's an aerial shot of him laying on the ground. We don't know if he's going to make it. And a message comes on the screen that says, Criss was treated on site by attending medics before leaving the mountain. Is that it? Okay. No other word? No other word. And so the episode ends with uncertainty of Criss Angel living or not. It just said he was treated before leaving the mountain. So we're just to assume that this one probably took a lot out of him. I mean, talk about the sacrifice, talk about, passion for art, talk about just doing it for your craft. Criss Angel, man, if there's nothing this man won't do, if burying himself alive, what's the next episode? Season 5, episode 2? What have we got next? Deathfield. Oh, okay, I get it. So this one, he's going to play it's a Price is Right game. You've got 6 squares and 6 rows, and he had military professionals put live grenades under random squares in the field, and he has to walk on them one by one in a specific path using telepathy to know exactly where the military people put the explosives. And we're supposed to believe if he gets it wrong, he'll explode and die. Deathfield, Season 5, Episode 2 of Mind Freak, coming soon. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name is Levi McCurdy. Please, if you get me anything this holiday season for Christmas, just go to wadpod.com/YouTube and hit that subscribe button. And if you need any gifts or gift ideas for your loved ones, check the links down in the description below. We've got our friends over at Gel Blaster. We got our friends at Dube Road. We got our friends at Blue Chews down there. We've got everything going on with the holiday season. So check it out. Save yourself some money. Get 10% off, 20% off. Our links are always in the description down below. I hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you next time. Check out the Recap and Record podcast with me and Los. It's our season finale of F-Boy Island. We're recapping the whole thing. Let's do it, folks. I hope you have a Merry Christmas this year. I'm going to say it again next week, so don't worry about it. It's coming up real soon. We've got Sandy Dunkel Christmas in the works, so I'm sure that story will be all over the pod in the near/inevitable future. My name is Levi McCurdy. Peace out, everybody. See you next time. This is the What Are We Doing podcast.